Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss this count all valid pickup and delivery options LeetCode daily problem. If you are new to this channel, then subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified every time whenever I post this new video. So in this problem, like you are given these n orders and each order consists in pickup and delivery services. So you have to count all valid pickup delivery possible sequences such that delivery I is always after of the pickup I, and the answer could be large, so you have to return this modulo thing. So let us look at this example. For n is equal to 2, the possible operations could be like this. Did you pick up pick one item and then deliver it, then pick second and then deliver it? One is this possibility. So this kind of situation, this kind of scenario is not possible because you can't deliver second item before picking it up. So this is not possible. One is this possibility. One could be like this. Did you pick second, deliver it, and then pick first and then deliver it? One could be this. And one could be this. So there are total 6 possibilities in case of n is equal to 2. So like, if you know what is the possible answer for n is equal to 1, then you could derive it for n is equal to 2. So let me show you how. So like for n is equal to 1, there is only this possibility, right? So for n is equal to 2, what you could do, like you are having these 3 places where you could place your pickup 2, right? Only these places, 3 places are there where you could you could place your pickup 2. And similarly and now look, like if you place your pickup 2 here, let's say suppose you place it here, then you are having these 3 places for placing this delivery 2. Only these 3 places. And let's say you place your pickup 2 here, then you are having this 2 places for delivery 2 to place. Similarly, for let's say you place your pickup 2 here, then you are having only this place for placing your delivery 2. So now this would give you a clear intuition, like we could calculate like for this possibility, like first for P2, if you are placing it at first position, so there are 2n minus 1 position available for D2, right? If you place it here, then you are having 2n minus 2 positions available. So your n is 2, right? So n into 2n is 4, 4 minus 1, 3. So for D2, there are 3 positions available. For D2, your 2 positions are available. And for D2 here, your only 1 position is available. So now you could do this. And say you are doing it for n is equal to 3. So these are the positions possible for this placing of pickup 2. If you know the answer for n is equal to 1. So this would be like this, your dp of n minus 1, which is 1 in our case. So let me show you for n is equal to 3 for better understanding. So say for n is equal to 2, you are having this case. Let us say you are having this case. So how many possibilities are there for placing pickup 3? There are these 5 possibilities, right? These 5 possibilities. So let us say if you place it over here, so now for placing P3. So for placing D3, you are having this possibility, this, and this. So in this case, like there were 5 possibilities for placing of P3. For placing D3 there are also 5 possibilities. So now let's move further. If you place P3 here, then you would be left with 4 possibilities. So 4 possibilities are there. So similarly, like when you go forward, like there would be a decrement by 1. Like now 3 possibilities of placing of D3 are there. So this would happen for every n is equal to 2 possibility, right? So that is why I am multiplying it with dp of n minus 1. So now let us understand what would be this formula look like. So you know, like there are 2n minus 1 possibilities in for placing. If you let's say place here, then your possibility would get subtracted by 1, then by again 1. So this would go on until you place your P3 over here or Pn over here. So this, how many, like after how many times it would reach here, like after 2n minus 1 places. So this would go up to 2n minus 1 items. You have to do this summation. And so we know, like we know this formula for NAP. It's n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So it would be like 2n, since there are 2n minus 1 items, and 2 into 2n minus 1 is our starting, plus 2n minus 1 items, and your d is minus 1 because these are getting subtracted by 1. So this much is your formula into dp of n minus 1, because this would happen for every possibility of n minus 1. So it would come out to be 4n minus 2 plus 2n minus 2. So it would be 2n into 2n minus 1 by 2, which is n into 2n minus 1. So this is your possibility. This would be of a general formula for dp of n. So let us try it out on n is equal to 2. So for n is equal to 2, you know, like we would set dp of 1 is equal to 1 because there would be only one case, one possibility of placing p1 and d1. So now it would be 2 into 3 into 1, so it would be 6. Similarly for dp of 3, your answer would come out to be this 6 5 30 90. So this formula is working fine, you could verify it, but easy catch was this thing only, like you know answer for n minus 1. Now you would see like how many places you could place your p2 and t2 or pn or dn. So that's what I have done by using this gap thing, which we have studied in class 11th and 12th and PNC. So this I have done. So now let me show you the code. So basically, like I am taking here this vector of long integers, dp of n minus 1, initializing dp of 1 as 1. Then I am iterating till n, and then I am using this formula I into 2i minus 1 and taking this mod side by side so as to avoid this overflow. And then I am returning this dp of n. So that was it in this question, and if you have any queries, then kindly ask that in the comment section. I'll answer that. Thanks for watching.